she came home.
Carlyle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be reminded of what truly matters. So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Are you? Who will you be, without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
Alexa Carlyle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlyle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlyle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlyle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlyle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It began here, and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlyle keeps a case file on the Constant, information that may be helpful in his recapture, so don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
Thornbridge Manor. The Carlyle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her 3 adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson, and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
Did they call all of you in today? I've never seen so many gardeners here at the same time.
Yes, there's so much to do before the funeral tomorrow.
Fake funeral? It's absolutely bonkers if you ask me. Imagine a headline. Alexa Carlyle caught watching her own funeral from office window. A story would make me rich.
Shh. It's not funny, Matt. If anyone hears you...
Madam Carlyle wants to inspect the arrangements for the staged funeral tomorrow. What's the delay?
It's the birds. They're making a racket, droppings everywhere. The Undertaker wants them gone before he'll see Madame Carlyle. He's in a right state. So, unless you want to take on the birds, I suggest you stay clear of him.
Oh, no, my aim's horrible. Safer for everyone if I just wait here till he says he's ready for Madam.
Some sort of non-disclosure agreement. I mean, how does Madame Carlyle make absolutely sure you and your little friends don't go running your mouths off at the local pub tonight?
No one crosses Madame Carlyle. You can be sure of that.
Don't you look at me like that. This may be any other day for you, but for me this is highly irregular.
Just doing my job, sir.
You'd think Madame Carlyle would have the decency to tell me the funeral was a scam before engaging my services. I'd never have accepted to be part of this. Money isn't everything.
Damn birds. If I could just get clear hits on those nests. I hope I die in the autumn. I love autumn funerals.
Madame Carlyle isn't dead, so there is no funeral. Not if you ask me.
Well, I still think it's going to be a beautiful service.
Well, I'm siding with the Undertaker on this one. It's wrong pretending to be dead. Some things you don't mess with, not even if you're filthy rich.
How can you be so sure no one goes blabbering about this ridiculous fake funeral event? I run a serious business. If this gets out,
Have you met Madame Carlyle?
Not yet, no.
Well, you don't want to go against that one, I can assure you.
Using my reputation for this outrageous spectacle. The staggering disrespect.
They're impossible to hit, devious bastards.
Man.
Hey, who is throwing stuff around here? Come on!
Afraid not.
Good luck then.
Finally, the birds are gone. The birds are gone, and I'm ready to see Madame Carlyle now.
Good, I'll let her know. Mr. Parsons is ready to see Madame Carlyle.
Done, and done. All should be ready for Madame Carlyle now. Listen up, everybody. I need you to leave now. Madame Carlyle will be here shortly.
Mr. Parsons.
Madame Carlyle. Before we start, I need to stress that I'm risking my name and reputation. If the truth gets out...
You've been generously compensated. And if you really care about name and reputation, I suggest you leave it at that. Now, let's run through the event.
Huh? Okay.
What's this?
I've created a memorial with a portrait of you as the central piece. As there, for obvious reasons, could be no viewing at the Chapel of Rest.
Well, I hate it. Get rid of it before tomorrow. And the flowers?
Your son Gregory asked me to decide on the floral arrangements. I kept it all in white to signify eternity.
It's my funeral, not a wedding.
This is where Edward will read the eulogy.
Edward?
Yes, I understand your son is a university professor. Eloquent and used to addressing a crowd.
Edward is a mumbling mess. He crumbles under the least amount of stress.
But Gregory approved of the idea.
He was just relieved he wouldn't have to do it himself. Rebecca would have been the better choice, but too late to change that now. And the gravestone? Your choice as well.
Gregory told me to take the lead, yes.
Well, good choice. I like it.
I tried to balance the monumental with the natural raw qualities of granite, in the hope that...
Please be quiet.
Right.
So, to sum up, I expect you to remove my portrait from the memorial. That was an absolutely horrendous idea. Very unfit for these historical surroundings. This is my ancestral burial ground. Simple and clean is how we've always gone about it, and will be how we do it this time as well. And regarding the eulogy, you can hardly be blamed for the mistake of asking Edward to perform the task. I will have words with Gregory about that. But as I said, it is too late to change that now. I do, however, suggest you make a contingency plan if he is unable to go through with it. He always was fragile. And the flowers. Maybe something natural, fitting the season and local fauna. That's all, Mr. Parsons. I have other things to attend to.
Uh-oh. Oh, it's coming.
Mr. Parsons, I don't like to be kept waiting. I trust we can be efficient now I'm here.
I can be very efficient, Madame Carlyle.
What's that picture of me doing here? What an awful idea. I want it removed before the ceremony tomorrow. I must say I don't care much for the choice of flowers either. I need a moment to consider what I want.
What's that podium? I find that having family members do the eulogy is more often than not a toe-cringing affair. I've never understood the need to publicly display grief. A person died. Most natural thing in the world. No need to make an emotional spectacle of it. I hope you haven't planned for one of those.
No, I prefer to keep it simple.
And the gravestone. Granite. Solid. No fuss. I like it. Well done, Mr. Parsons. I approve.
Yes, it will mark your grave beautifully.
So, to sum up, I expect you to remove my picture from the memorial. That was an absolutely horrendous idea. Very unfit for these historical surroundings. This is my ancestral burial ground. Simple and clean is how we've always gone about it, and how it will be this time as well. And the flowers, they look more fit for a wedding than my funeral. Maybe something natural, fitting the season and local fauna. Surely you're capable of figuring something out that doesn't look so misplaced. That's all, Mr. Parsons. I have other things to attend to.
Where's Madame Carlyle?
She needed a rest.
Emma Carlyle in the greenhouse. How curious.
Why did it have to break on me now? This is the last thing I need. I just need some thingy. Christ, I have no idea what I need.
A dosage table for a lethal poison. Something is circled. Female, age 65 to 79, 60 to 64 kilograms. From the looks of it, you are not the only assassin out to get Madame Carlyle today, 47. Broken lab equipment. It looks like it was recently used, though.
Oh, thank God. It works again. What a relief.
I suppose you'll need a new name for your afterlife. How about Rosamund Rich? Or Belinda Braveheart? I like that last one.
You know, you should really check up with your own financial affairs to make sure they're not affected by this whole mess.
Let's agree to disagree on that one, Rebecca. Right now is boredom. He's too young to... So, how long have you been working here?
About a month now.
You're American. What on earth are you doing in this shithole? A girl like you belongs in clubs in London. I bet you're a great dancer.
I don't like dancing.
What about restaurants then? You like food? I know some great places. You should come visit. I'll take you somewhere really nice. Let's pick this up later. How's everything coming along, Elaine?
Very well, Mr. Fernsey.
Make sure you focus on your work.
I will.
I don't need one more maid crying in the kitchen. So watch yourself around young Mr. Patrick.
Don't worry about me.
The bell!
It wasn't
This'll be
Alexa
good.
who rang the bell. Where's Mother?
She called for a meeting, right?
She's not here, so false alarm.
I'd hoped for some news about what's going on.
Who rang the bell? You know very well no one but me calls for a family gathering. For centuries, the Carlyles have fought to prosper, all of us alone. If we could only unite across time, we could crush them all.
Hello, this is Cassandra Cox, Edward's ex-wife. I don't know what's going on at your house, but Edward is losing it again. He seems to believe that Alexa has come back from the dead, and that he has to write the eulogy for some make-believe funeral event. I still have the restraining order on him, so whoever gets this message now that Alexa is dead better get him under control. Otherwise, I see no other way than to get the police involved.
Oh, Zachary. At least you never got to learn that the horrible thing we did was for nothing. To protect the Carlyle legacy, what bollocks. It's all gone, I fear. That bloody Arthur Edwards, how did I not see it? I doubt our big brother could have botched it up any worse than I have, even if he'd tried. Well?
Well?
Well, what did you find? Yates better well have a damn good reason for not being here in person. Christ! You really don't have a clue, do you? I'm talking about that weasel Arthur Edwards. Can we get back what he stole from me?
So far, it looks like we can't. All the transfers of funds and privileges I've been through have been bulletproof. He intercepted the arrangements our office worked years to put in place.
That's why Don Yates should be here. He made the arrangements. He should bloody well be the one to clean up this whole mess.
I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
Don't kill the messenger, Alexa. Please, continue your efforts, Mr. Ford. Don Yates, Alexa Carlyle here. You need to explain yourself. I demand that you return my call ASAP. Sending a junior attorney is gross negligence of your responsibilities and will have consequences for your company and you personally as well. I will make sure of that. Mark my words. On with it, Alexa. Damn you, Edwards. Answer your bloody phone, you coward! How dare you interfere with my life like this? You're a nobody, a weasel, overreaching your competences. You are in way over your head, and I will make you pay. You can count on that. Blithering, disrespectful arse!
You have no access here, sir.
Slimy
That's just the way it
weasel.
is. Accept it.
Slighting
All
little
suspicious
shit.
behavior are under heavy scrutiny,
Who's
sir.
invested, snake man? You make me vomit. If I could just... Oh! You negligent shit! Spineless, despicable, nitwitted little man! How I would just... Oh! Shit! Piss! Hypocrite! God, please!